What about your Celtics, though, man?
What about them?
I used to be a big Celtics fan. The Black Celtics.
I love the Celtics. I'm happy that they're relevant.
You made us all start calling them the Black Celtics and everything.
Yeah, because they are. And I know Boston. I know the pain and suffering of these white people watching these niggas run around winning. I fucking enjoy it.
With their shamrocks on their back and their little fucking...
All these people from the movies The Town.
Yeah.
They're saying fucking Kevin Garnett. Fucking sicken me.
I like The Town. I like The Town.
I mean, you know what's funny? They look at him the same way they always did. It's not like they didn't notice in like the 80s when it was a bunch of white people. They were still probably, fucking Dennis Johnson, dude.
Johnson.
Freckle face fuck. Just give it to Larry.
I don't think it was as bad when Larry was the face. Like if Luke Herringody became the face, it would be Luke and the fucking Bobettes back there. Doo-ba-dee-doo. Like Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli and the ink spots. And because I know Boston. It's painful.
Yeah.
But they love winning, but it's painful. But I'm telling you, that's why the Patriots are so beloved. I love the Patriots. That's the one thing I can't get out of my system in terms of Boston is the sports and the food. Two things. Sports and the food. I love Boston food, and Boston sports.
What's Boston known for, food-wise?
Nothing, but it's the best food.
Me.
It's the best food of anything. I'll put Boston anything up against anything.
I lived there for years.
Yeah.
I can't think what they eat traditionally.
You
got Philly's the cheesesteaks. Oh, yeah, the chowder.
But Boston
fucking
doesn't want anything.
Platter, kid. Get a fucking scorpion bowl with the chicken fingers.
Boston Chinese food
Bill
is
and Bob's roast beef.
Cambridge.
Yeah, it really is. They don't fuck around.
Yep.
It's tremendous. But you know, the Black Celtics, I love them. I'm just saying that the season is pathetic.
Yeah.
It's just.
What did Russell win? Like 10 or 11 championships?
11.
And they still hate him. What does this guy have to do?
I mean, I think all those people died off. The people that shot at him when he was going, he was winning championships, and they still shot at his house.
Back when he was winning the championships, they really didn't have an open mind, man.
Good fucking call, Bill.
2 words for you, Bob Cousy.
You wouldn't be able to score now if you didn't pass it to you.
How bad do you think you want to be traded? But they didn't trade many players back then. You pretty much played for one team when Russell was playing.
Well, his story
not
is
a lot of trading going on.
No, before free agency was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
In baseball, basically, if you were in the Yankees organization and you were a shortstop and they had Derek Jeter, you were fucked. Right. You couldn't leave. You just played your career in the minors.
Yeah,
oh, God,
even though you knew you were good enough to play on any
and
team.
Contracts after your contract.
You're gonna have to get out of that seat.
You felt like you knew the players because year after fucking year, you saw the same faces.
And Bill Russell he's just an ornery old coot now. You got 2 superstars on the Knicks, man.
We'll do all right.
You haven't had 2 superstars on the Knicks since they won the championship back in the day.
I know, but the thing is, you need 3.
No, you don't.
Well, they say
I'll
3.
argue with you about that. Here's what you need.
You need 3.
You need 2.
You need a shooter.
You need 2 super duper stars.
And 1 super?
Here's how you win. Either you have this. You have a super universal type of motherfucker.
LeBron.
A cosmic motherfucker like LeBron.
Kobe.
And 2 all-stars like normal good guys. And then 2 competent bums. You can win a championship.
He has a way with everything.
Nah, seriously. Look at the Lakers back in the 80s. It was Magic super duper, Kareem super duper.
Who's a competent bum? You got to put a face.
A competent bum.
You got to put a face to
I'll tell you, a competent bum is Kendrick Perkins. A competent bum is Derek Fisher. He's a competent bum because you have Kobe, who's a superstar,
right?
And you have Lamar Odom.
Fisher doesn't get respect because he plays for the Lakers.
Paul Gasol, who are big time all-stars.
And Fisher just does it day in and day out.
And when the Lakers won with Shaq, it was 2 superstars. It was Kobe and Shaq. Mm-hmm. And then it was 3 competent bums.
That's the old school way. You needed 2 guys on a team.
You needed 3 guys. You needed Larry Bird.
Most people would acknowledge too. Like Jordan had Pippen.
Yeah, but was Pippen the same level as Jordan? No, exactly. You're proving my theory.
Yeah, but he made the All-Star game as well.
But he wasn't top echelon guy.
Kobe and Shaq definitely.
Kobe and Shaq were echelon, and then you can't name the other 3.
Bigger than on that team.
Yeah,
no, I couldn't. Well, Fisher was on the team.
The Celtics of the 80s, Bird, super duper star.
Right.
Parrish and McHale.
Right.
All-stars.
Right.
Normal guys, but good.
Right.
And then the other two bums.
Danny
Ainge and Dennis Johnson were the other
Danny Ainge
bums.
is a competent bum. You're right.
Competent
He was a bum who was good.
Kind of need a 3-point shooter.
Just
you
make this shot.
Yeah, you need someone that just makes that one shot. You had Steve Kerr on the Bulls.
The Knicks have two
superstars
superstars right now.
Yeah, we need a third.
You need a third. And here's
just because that's what.
Here's what's great about our Carmelo. What's going to happen with him is that he doesn't have to now be the guy to have heart. He's only really a scorer. He's a scoring machine. Amari is a beast. He's a fucking angry, mean motherfucker who dunks it in your face every chance he gets. He's the leader. So all Carmelo could just be what he is, kind of drops 30, but it's easy. He could drop 50 if he had a mean streak, but he's so talented he could drop 30, and his kind of lazy 30 is better than most of these motherfuckers really hard fucking 50.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
We welcome Patrice O'Neal in studio. Big Mama Prods on Twitter.
Yeah.
Talking a little bit about the NBA Finals. I know it's quickly becoming the past, but this LeBron James thing has a lot of people talking.
Well, I mean, I don't think he point shaved. I just think
point shaves.
Like I said, I think I use a Justice League analogy, which is if you're in the Super Friends and a meteor is getting ready to hit the Earth. Mm-hmm. Who everybody in the Justice League turns and looks at who? Fucking Superman. But then Superman goes, what do I do? Well, hey guys, I don't know what to... Superman.
You're like, uh-oh.
You're the one who can fly. You're the one who can breathe in space. You're the one who can fly
to damage
and destroy that thing. What the fuck are you talking about? I just want to be a good teammate and help do my part. No, there's no part to do. I'm Aquaman. I only swim.
I'm in the water here. By the time it gets to me, it's too late.
I might be able to get 20,000 dolphins to jump as high as they can and try to hit the fucking thing.
The fucking thing.
But
shit.
Why are you putting this pressure on me? I'm only Superman.
But who put the pressure on him?
We did.
Not him?
No, look, man, people say that he just accepts King James. I think he loves being him, but he doesn't want to be him. He wants to stand on the outside of himself and just watch himself without dealing with the pressure of being him. He's the greatest player that ever lived. There's no other player better than him physically. 6'8", 6'9", can handle, can jump, can body as big as a horse and strong as a horse. But he just doesn't want. He's not mean. He's not mean enough. Jordan used to do things to really demoralize people. Laugh at him. Close his eyes when he shoots free throws. Fake you out with one hand like a fake pass. Larry Bird used to do that kind of shit. Magic, Isaiah, they all were mean. They were mean. He's a nice guy, and he wanted his rings, but he doesn't understand, one ring in Cleveland would have been 20 somewhere else.
Oh, my God, yeah.
You see the heroic, godlike treatment that Dirk is getting. And not because he's a white guy. I mean, I rooted for him because he was a soldier. Stayed in Dallas, shitty Dallas, 7-foot bum who only shoots shoots outside jump shots, 3-pointers,
right.
Who still does that. Yeah. So if he's been able to do it consistently. This motherfucker's not a force of nature. He's still the same Dirk he always was.
And calls him a caveman.
He looks like a big caveman.
He's just a normal, that fucking I'm super humble guy who is starting to make me sick. Derrick Rose is that I don't even think my mother. It's like, suck a dick. You know, I love my mom too, nigga. I love my mom too. Everybody loves their mom. This humble thing. So what'd you think about winning the game? I'm just happy that, you know, I love my teammates and I love my mom. Like, Dirk is, you know, he was in I don't want to enjoy it mode.
Yeah.
So much that when he won, he didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had to walk away and for a little while, shake it off.
And when they was teasing him about him coughing and shit, and he's like, they're just childish. Is there any way people could fucking fix I was thinking about how to fix LeBron's situation of hatred.
Yeah.
And I swear, but he fucked up because they lost. But I was thinking how he would have got out of it if they won. Right during the championship celebration, he cried, and he's feeling very sad. And people are like, "What's going on, man?" And he just goes, "I just can't help but think about Cleveland, and I made a big mistake. I feel like this celebration should be
where's this going?
With Ohio.
It's never what it is.
Sorry, the break down a walk. It's never what it is.
That'd be hilarious.
But then he gets out of it, like he can get out of this PR thing by actually like going, I know I made a mistake leaving, and then I can't leave Miami. I'm under contract.
What would Cleveland do? But then Miami would hate on him.
No, he goes, I'm going to play hard for Miami, but Miami people have to understand it. It's just like all the many Cubans here. You live in Miami, but your heart's in Cuban. I made a big mistake. I dedicate this ring to Cleveland. And that owner's funny-looking son.
Wow.
I remember that.
He went deep.
Nice. Oh, shit, man.
It's like you just go, he just has to play that PR thing.
Yeah.
Instead of apologize, he just fakes it. Now, I think Cleveland people would stick their middle finger up right at him.
Yeah, they go, fuck you on that.
But the rest of the world will go,
What do you think?
He's all right.
It's obvious.
He's all right by me.
It's obvious the rest of the NBA cities. What the fans in Miami, what do you think they're thinking today? Are they a little fucking like, what the fuck, dude?
Nah, because they're fair weather fans are like Atlanta fans. They don't give a fuck anyway. They're not real gangster fans. They was front running. They were motherfuckers who enjoyed the enjoyment. But when they were down, like, look, Dallas came back from 15 down with 6 minutes to go. I was watching that shit this morning.
And that was it. They won 3 in a row, man.
Fucking Miami was down 10 with 3 minutes. The fans would have walked out.
They did.
On the way to their yachts.
Yeah.
Did his stock drop in Miami a little bit?
For now, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you can't.
But here's the thing: the thing with them, though, if I may give the advice, I think how they win.
I like Wade, by the way.
I
love
this
Wade.
What I'm gonna say,
out of
man.
all this,
they got this thing where they're trying to share. It's like, no, you shoot LeBron. No, you shoot Christopher. It's like Dwayne Wade has to take over and go, you two pussies are my running. This is my team.
you could tell now.
Mine. So shut your fucking mouth. Grab rebounds. It's no more the 3. It's LeBron put himself in a situation to be the 2 guy. Superman is the 2nd guy. Batman runs the Justice League. Can you imagine that
Justice
shit?
League fucking
Wayne's gonna take control now.
Yeah, he's not bullshitting around.
No, I could feel that.
He was screaming at him.
He was giving
LeBron.
looks like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So next year it's going to be, I think there's going to be some cracks in their friendship even a little bit.
I don't think, yeah, that's what happens when you mix business with pleasure.
Right.
They thought it was going to be,
right now,
and then they found out Chris Bosh is a wailing sissy.
He's a sissy.
He cries like a fat black bitch at church.
Yes.
He dropped to his hands and knees.
You saw that?
Like his motherfucking first cousin died.
He was like, "This is what wasn't supposed to be."
You didn't see that motherfucker?
I saw
knees buckle.
I saw
over a basketball game.
I saw because he believed it, man. Like we were supposed to win.
Jordan's father was murdered. He came back and won 3 championships.
Yeah. He identified the body and got back on the court.
That motherfucker didn't quit till the next year.
Right.
He took a break then.
Yeah, then he finally took his break.
He took that break. He won a championship, cried because his dad got murdered at a parking lot.
Yeah.
He was
and still beat Utah Jazz.
He was crying as he was hugging the trophy.
Yes.
A pretty amazing NBA moment.
Fucking Kobe got a rape beef. He's dropped 80.
Yeah, he had that shit on his mind.
White bitch in Colorado got a sodomy rape beef charge over his head. That nigga dropped 81 points.
What do you know about that rumor? We didn't really talk about it much because I didn't know much about it.
This is the fuck rumor again?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm suspicious that LeBron's starting to fucking put these rumors out there because he's scared of winning or something.
Rashad Griffin, he got on the radio. I heard him say he got on the radio. The way he denied it, I believe him. He sounds scared. He said, man, I don't know her. I know I didn't fuck her. No. He said, he said sorority, but he meant fraternity. He said that our fraternity is too fucking small. I called his stepdad or whatever. He said he called some people. I don't know who he called, but the way he sound like a motherfucker that said, oh my God, please don't put me in the middle of no shit like this.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe him. I believe him. He said he called their people and their people said, we believe you.
Who's starting that shit then?
Well, it was rumors that Jason Terry was saying some fucked up shit to LeBron. Like, Jason Terry said he ain't gonna be able to guard me. But I heard a rumor on black websites that Jason Terry was saying shit about LeBron's mom's getting fucked. He was saying this shit that's why your boy's fucking your girl now. That's why your boy was shot. It's all hearsay. But that Jason Terry was fucking with him bad.
Damn, yeah.
Mentally fucking with him and Jason Terry's questionably a bad little asshole. He's a motherfucker. He's a motherfucker, Jason Terry.
Apparently so.
Yeah, but that rumor, it was squelched, but I believe that he didn't.
Patrice O'Neal in studio.
Patrice, good morning.
I have a feeling you might have something to say about the Michael Vick thing, because I remember when this whole thing went down.
Can I?
You were like, you guys don't understand the culture of what goes on.
I love dogs. Love them more than people, as Bill was saying. I love dogs.
I knew you'd have something to say. Go ahead.
I couldn't stand what he did. People who are vicious to animals bug me, especially if you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning watching I Love Lucy, and Sarah McLachlan comes on.
I will remember.
Showing a picture of a kitten with conjunctivitis. And a fucking puppy smoking a cigarette with a fucking headache bag on. If you don't feel bad for animals after you watch a fucking watery-eyed kitten,
dude, that is the fucking worst commercial.
It's in between fucking Carol Burnett, fucking Gulfy Rankin selling Carol Burnett, and a Lucy.
And it's so long, the commercial, too.
And a fucking... It
goes on and on.
A pit bull puppy missing a paw, snorting cocaine, and he has no home. Now, if you don't fucking feel for an animal after you watch that, you're a fucking serial killer.
There's a one-eyed cat.
You're a hunk of shit. If a kitten with pink eye doesn't fuck you up, you're a cocksucker. Look at it. Turn this shit off. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that,
We're
man.
watching the commercial.
Yeah, the dog with the paralyzed back legs.
Oh, fucking no.
Oh, look at that. What a bad boy he's been. That dog looks so sad. He must have misbehaved.
Dude, I can't even look at that commercial. It ruins me.
I'm Sarah McLachlan.
Yes, this bitch.
I spread peanut butter on my pussy.
Yes.
Let the dog lick it
All
off.
she sings is sad songs.
I know.
And it gets sadder and sadder, bitch. Kill yourself.
Throw a frisbee to that fucking thing.
These poor animals, man.
That looks like a healthy dog.
Exactly. The whole thing's about money.
Look at the poor
It ain't
little
about
kitten.
money. A kittens with a headache is the worst thing ever. A fucking headache bag.
Old school cartoon headache bag.
And a cigarette and fucking deep thoughts and shit. I don't need it.
God damn, Patrice.
I love animals.
The three-leg
God, Jesus.
Three-legged cat.
What's wrong with that dog? That dog looked normal.
I don't know. Looking more, I don't.
What's wrong with these animals? Most of them
And
look
how long
okay.
is this fucking infomercial?
Forever this goddamn thing takes so long.
Yeah, but you don't know what these animals did to bother the owners. They don't share the whole picture.
I refuse to look at it any longer, man.
Guy's fucking scrubbing his pots and pans with a kitten's eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are these people who hate animals, man?
Oh, no.
I love
it's
animals,
terrible.
but I will punch a kitten squarely in the middle of its face. If it mews while I'm watching TV, I will punch it squarely in its face.
They muse. Fucking assholes, man. So Danny brought that shit right up.
Of course he did.
I don't like Michael Vick for what he did.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is the race thing, too. You got to always, like, if it was Brett Favre, it'd be easier for me to just say fucking kill him or whatever.
Yeah.
But me and a friend of mine was talking about Michael Vick, and this stands for anybody in trouble. Jail is so you don't have to be sorry. He's not sorry.
Wow.
He drowns dogs in buckets and has been doing it for years. He got out of jail. That was the time he had to pay for what he did. What he did. He shouldn't have to. He should come out and go, man, if I get my hands on another motherfucking dog, I'm gonna drown his motherfucking ass in milk. Because milk is, I'm gonna fucking shoot him in his face. He doesn't need to, because he's not sorry.
No.
But he paid whatever the price is.
Right.
Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, killed 50 hookers, 70 hookers. He got the rest of his life in jail. That's the non-apology time. Jail is so you don't apologize. If I was able to apologize, don't send me to fucking jail. I stabbed this guy, he died. I'm so fucking sorry. I didn't want him to die. I'm sorry. You don't need to send me to jail. I'm contrite and I apologize now.
I like that point.
Don't fucking send me to jail if you need me to be sorry afterwards. That's what I'm saying. Stop with the he has to be apologetic. This fucking guy, what's his name, has lost his guy. He's going to lose. He can't drive. I think that's almost worse than doing time in prison.
Whoa, Dante?
Dante Stewart can't drive forever.
He doesn't. No, how long do they?
Forever.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's right. He's got enough money. He can actually hire someone to drive him.
But no.
You know how much?
No.
You know how much that's a hassle after a while.
Well, of course it is, but it beats going to prison for
It might
10
be
years.
cool
And
at
he's a
first,
new,
like,
he's
oh,
a
cool, I got a
fucking
driver.
football
But
player. Football players aren't like basketball players.
wait, Patrice, is that real though? He's gonna.
For the rest of his life, he can't drive.
What was his 30
How's that
year line?
possible?
Suspended, lifetime suspended driver's
He's
license.
right in one state, though. In one state.
And he doesn't play this.
No,
this
there's
season.
there's no more one states anymore. When your license is suspended in one place, the only reason it was like that before is because computers didn't exist.
Yeah,
when your shit's suspended, it doesn't mean you can fucking drive in Massachusetts and not drive in Kentucky.
That's true.
He's rat. It's a
How
rat.
come he only got 30 days in jail then?
That was the deal because he's Dante Stallworth, and he made a deal with the family. The family got bought off, so he hit somebody, whatever that could.
Jeez.
So he had to give the family whatever undisclosed amount, which is 7 figures.
And
of course.
never drive again.
Never drive again. He's on fucking probation for years. I don't know exactly how many years he's on probation, and then he gets suspended a year in the NFL. Next year, he should be able to just wear. You know, his sweatsuit should have Ciroc on it, Belvedere or tequila. He should have anything he fucking wants because he's paying the price for sorry. This is what you pay when you you don't have this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
In lieu of I'm sorry. In lieu of I'm sorry. His life is over.
You know,
Yeah.
in corporate America, they don't hire people that are felons and whatnot. But in the NFL, they invite you right back.
Isn't that? But it's
and I don't care.
He can catch.
Huh? No, I know. You think the players on the opposing team are going to give him some big hits?
No, they're used to guys who do fucked up things. It's the NFL.
You don't
It's
think?
like jail.
You don't think there's guys that are like animal lovers, and there's Michael Vick, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna hit this guy a little.
It'll end up being very racial. But I don't like how the news portrays niggas as like, we hate dogs, man. I hate that they portray, every time they interview, hey, what you think of Michael? Man, it's a motherfucking dog, nigga. Drown that nigga. Motherfucker with a puppy head sandwich, like, nigga. Man, fuck that shit. And then they show what's gonna be. Here's some more stuff he's gonna do. 50,000 white women every football game with dead baby seal faces.
Right.
They're going to buy lump tickets
Yep.
and just annoy the fucker for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
He paid the fucking price, even though I hate the fact that he had enough money to get a euthanasia machine. Like, he had enough money to buy one of those things that put animals to sleep peacefully.
That's fucked
As
up.
opposed to sleep. Look at.
Why can't he
hung
pick another
dogs.
hobby?
He slammed them on the ground. He would pick them up by their chest and slam them on the ground, drown them in buckets, shoot them. That motherfucker was sadistic.
He's a complete piece of shit.
I do not condone what the fuck, but if you wanted to put him in jail for 20 years, that's the lieu of apology time.
Apology.
They gave him the apology time, which was 2 fucking years.
We have the Stallworth sentence here. Served 24 days in a Miami-Dade jail as part of a plea agreement, which includes, here it is, 2 years of community control, and that's Florida's version of house arrest. 8 years of probation, drug and alcohol testing. So that's 8 years you can't even have a fucking drink. 1,000 hours of community service.
How many years is that?
What is 1,000 hours? How many years? That is 1,000 hours of on the side of the road.
It's 100
up garbage.
It's just
feeding
8
homeless
It's
people.
100. It's 110-hour days.
Changing old people's diapers.
110-hour days.
Holy shit. And a lifetime suspension of his driver's license.
Jesus.
Stallworth also reached a multi-million-dollar financial settlement with Reyes' family.
That means he wants to play again.
Wow.
He wants to play in the bad
and that
way.
is, you put that in a scale, and then you put I'm sorry on the other side, and it all equals out. That's it. I'm sorry or that.
I'm fucking sorry.
That's it.
I did not listen. I drank. I did. I drank too much. I shouldn't have did that. I did not want to kill a man. I will pay his family. I don't want to put a price on this man's life, but I'll pay his family for what he would have brought to the table, and I'm fucking gonna live with this for the rest of my life. Please don't do this.
Yeah.
I will not drink again. He's not gonna drink again any fucking way.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
It's liquor.
For 8 years, he can't. He's got
But for
drug
8
and alcohol
years, he has to
testing.
report to you, Anthony. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Dante. What's going on, buddy? Just looking in your face, angry, because there's going to be a white guy that goes, you just pissed away all your Negro future. You people, just some asshole who's working hard, some dog the bounty hunter piece of garbage who just goes, you people, you fucking people. You dirty motherfuckers. My nephew's a Polish soccer hooligan, and here you are because you can catch a ball, you dreaded up Negro. You dreaded up coon, and you fucking pissed it away. I'm going to make your life miserable. You're not going to get any special treatment here, stupid. And how you going to get home after you leave here?
Yeah, what are you going to hitch?
You're going to walk, bitch?
Grab a cab.
That's a nightmare.
The one that makes me want to go to jail, because sometimes you go, I can get out of jail early. You can do a 3-year bid, or you can do a 1-year bid with 2-year probation.
Yeah.
I might want to do the whole 3, because then you're free from the confines of the state. This guy, I might want to do some time just so I can drive again.
Right.
Not driving again is just... I've never heard of anybody that can't drive ever again in their whole life.
He's got to, like, move to Spain or something and get a license there.
How do you...
Somewhere else in the world. He's got to move to Canada or Mexico.
It's a lot of time and not drive.
Did he have other drunk driving convictions?
No.
I guarantee this is not his first one.
No. Because he killed a guy is the severity.
That's big.
Yeah, it's usually a 10-year.
That's big.
That's a big one.
I mean, he
that
got
Michael
out of jail,
Vick is a piece of shit.
I can't disagree, man.
He is a piece of fucking shit.
Why did he have to do that? Knowing he had so much to lose if he got caught.
Fuck him, man.
Smashing dogs and drowning dogs in buckets. And again, this is it's not allegedly because he admitted it to it.
Yeah, that's what he did.
But the government put a pistol to your mouth and go, look it, man, because the government got a 98% conviction rate.
Yeah.
And if he fought the government, he fought the law, and the law won. That motherfucker could have been doing big years. So it's possible that he could have just said, yeah, I did that. But he might not have been drowning dogs and shooting them, but he admitted to it. So I guess it's that he did it. That's what bothers me. If they was like, oh, we found a a machine that puts dogs to sleep, and the losers are all bitten up, so we got to put them to sleep. But he slams dogs on the ground. How the fuck can you do that to an animal, dude?
He's a piece of shit.
And look at its little
He's a piece of shit.
chewed up face.
Suffering. I've been cursed with giving a shit about animals. It's a curse. It's not like I wish I could just step right over a baby seal getting clubbed and go, hey,
hey, nice jacket.
Shit, you should have took a left when you took a right there, buddy.
Jimmy, now that you know more, you think you should be playing again?
I still think that once you've done your jail, yes, because once you've done your jail time, they can't stop you from earning. I just hope that his fucking life is miserable.
It's not up to anyone's opinion now whether this guy should fucking be able to work
I agree with you.
You could hate him. You could despise what he did. You could never fucking watch a game that he ever fucking plays in. Whatever. But he did his fucking time.
I agree.
So now he can fucking do whatever he needs to do.
I predict right now that he takes some horrendous hits. I'm telling you, there's going to be someone out there that is going to be like they're going to see him and they're going to go, you know what? I can't hold back. This motherfucker
every
needs to get
NFL
hit
player,
hard.
every NFL player will almost defend the fact that he fucked up. He paid the price. I'm telling you. Because most NFL players are dudes like that. And
I'm with you. A majority of the people. There's going to be a few. There's going to be a few out there that are going to be like, you know what? I can't let.
There are a few guys that are probably going to want to hurt him for that.
And try to be a hero for the.
Now, that's a very visceral reaction.
Oh no, they're going to try to make it look clean. They're not going to like risk their own careers. But I'm telling you, there's going to be. I just have a feeling there's a few guys out there that have that anger right now.
Probably are, but I think for the most part,
because
you're
you
gonna
already
get there
hate
before the grace of God go I kind of. Dude. I best not fuck with him because I could be the next guy. But it's like us fucking shitting on radio guys when they get fired.
Now he's sadistic.
No, they're going to be careful about it. I mean, when you line up against your opponent and he's a nice guy, you're hitting pretty damn hard.
There's somebody that's going to want to hurt him for that.
I just have a feeling that it's not going to end pretty for Michael Vick this season.
Because some of those NFL guys are out
and he's going to Philly.
Yeah. Well, we said it had to be a dirty team.
Yeah.
We said it.
What filthy fans.
We said there was a short list of teams that he could play for.
Nasty fans.
You know how many sad dog pictures are going to be in every Eagles game?
You know it.
Sad in Philly, dead dogs. They're going to swing around dead dogs and put those little things that go.
The party favors
on little puppies on a fucking.
They're going to blow into a puppy tail.
His tongue flies out, uncurls, and makes a whistle noise.
Are you fucking serious, man?
And did the Eagles play the Browns this year? With the dog pound? I just got to see how that works
with the bloody dog. It's going to be... Michael Vick is going to fucking get it.
Usually?
They don't need to because they're in the AFC, but they might. They might.
Right. There's an outside chance. I don't know the schedule.
Oh, the fans, the fucking
Philly fans. But if he gets in the game and takes over that asshole Donovan McNabb, who makes me more sick, and I know you guys don't follow football like that, but there's nothing more that I hate in the game than a black quarterback who won't run because he's trying to be smart like a white guy. So if they put Donovan on his fucking ass because he's trying to go, because he busted his knee years ago, and that was his big dream, so now he can't run, so he can prove to everybody, I'm smart like Peyton Manning. But if Peyton Manning and Tom Brady could run, they'll be like, these white guys, the weapons. The ultimate he's a weapon of mass destruction, Tom Brady. As soon as he sees a daylight, he's running. And everybody else, look at this dumb nigga. Can't throw. He just runs. I fucking hate black quarterbacks who won't run.
Yeah.
If he gets hit and Michael Vick comes in that motherfucker and takes the Eagles to the Super Bowl.
How does that work?
Damn.
Everybody.
With all those
if I was a puppy,
sponsors.
I would never go to Philly because they'll just be killing dogs.
Dude,
because Michael Vick don't like them.
Dude, all right.
It'll be a drowning dog celebration in the end zone. They'll hold up puppies. Touchdown, Michael Vick.
How about this scenario?
Spike a fucking Shih Tzu.
Or instead of Gatorade, they'll just pour a thing of dead, wet dog on.
If that fucker does well, we'll forget all about his fucking murdering.
Let's follow that scenario.
Yeah.
Michael Vick is now the quarterback of the Eagles, and they're in the Super Bowl, which is the biggest corporate fucking event in the world. How does that work out?
Oh, man.
How does that work out?
He just doesn't
protest.
Michael Vick, you just won the Super Bowl. Where you going? Oh, nigga. Where there's some dogs I can kill. Doggy land, nigga. I can drown some puppies.
But you think Budweiser would be all in?
Absolutely.
They'd be
They just
all
wouldn't
in.
be in.
Super Bowl, Michael Vick is the quarterback.
Absolutely.
Budweiser's still all in.
And they would go, here's what Budweiser would do.
Really?
They would go, hey, look. You know, he paid his... They would say what everybody should be saying. He paid his debt to society. He's very contrite. He's sorry Roger Goodell made the right. Boom. And Michael Vick will say, I really appreciate it. And he'll have a fucking Budweiser and drink it. But beer's a little bit more like... They're not Procter & Gamble. Beer's a little more like testy. They'll do some testy shit
like
that.
Fucking tampon commercials during the...
Because he might even do a commercial where dogs are attacking him in some weird way or whatever. Like,
yeah, right.
Well, like,
oh shit!
No,
what do you mean?
No way.
Never get over that.
No, that's not a
goofy commercial.
Jesus. And you just want us to listen to your thought?
He might do a commercial for what product?
What's wrong with you? Yeah, you're right, Patrice.
Hey, look, I'm not one to be stopped from making a dumb point. It was dumb as soon as you go, what the fuck? And as soon as I thought about it, like, hey, this is Michael Vick, and some fucking big schnauzer licking him in the face, and he goes, I'm sorry, and then drinks a Budweiser.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
They bring Spuds McKenzie back just so he can shove his head in a bucket
of beer. He drowns dogs in buckets of beer. Hey, if you're gonna drown, hey, which one of these beers is this animal? Does he like Coors Light or Schlitz?
Spuds McKenzie was Bud, right?
Yeah.
So all right. So if he gets a sponsorship with another beer company, yeah, why not drown
Spuds McKenzie?
Say fuck him. Here's a Heineken or whatever the fuck.
Those sons of bitches, man. I mean, that motherfucker. All he's gonna be able to make for the rest of his life. He's like Kramer. Kramer's finished.
Done
for the rest of his life. And Michael Vick is finished. At least Michael Vick is still got football he could play. But if it's like, oh, come on, put him on TV, and they ain't gonna fuck with him. Man.
This is gonna be fun to watch.
Well, he's
well, I should say interesting to watch.
They picked him up.
You're finished in the world. Once you, I'm telling you, once you invade how visceral shit to white people, especially white women, like the nigga shit made white people look embarrassed and embarrassed white people with fucking Kramer. Career over. If you notice, Michael Jackson's career was good up until white people didn't like him when he held that fucking kid over the balcony.
Over the balcony?
When he held that little white baby over the balcony, and white women said, this son of a bitch.
Little blanket.
It was a rap. And he's fucking done. He is fucking... Michael Vick pissed off dog lovers. And I'm going to tell you, I love dogs, but I was at the Short Hills Mall, and I'm going to tell you how much white bitches love dogs. This funky bitch. I wish I had got her name because I say her name. She talked to my dog, because I bought my puppy to the Short Hills Mall hanging around.
Yeah.
She talked to my fucking dog through me. And what's your name? And it's almost like she points, action, nigga. Gladys.
Oh, shit.
And how old are you? Come on, nigga, you can't talk. One. Good doggy. Look at this. Talking to my fucking dog and not me, that cunt.
What kind of dog you got?
A little poodle.
Aw.
It is a cute dog.
That's adorable.
Yeah. No, I'm just surprised. I wouldn't think you would
What'd
have
you
a
think?
poodle.
Well,
It's for my.
I don't know if I would have said pit bull, but I would have said poodle.
Pit bulls scare me to death, man.
They're frightening, right?
They just don't look like lovable dogs. They look like they'll kill you.
Tyrannosaurus jaw on them and shit.
Like a fucking shark, a walking shark.
That's
They look like that.
Walking shark.
Like a big shark's head, and them devil eyes. But at the same time, my buddy who's a pit bull guy, pit bulls are loyal. They love. I'm a mutt fan. But I got my girl wanted a dog where she can be like a white woman walking up the street, and her kid. You know, it's one of those the toy dogs.
Yeah.
But that woman, you know, that woman. I was only there because my dog couldn't talk. She didn't even really go. She didn't have any bonding with me.
Interpreter.
Yeah.
I was interpreting for the dog. And what kind of dog is it? Come on, speak up, nigga! Quickly! I have no time to read its mind. Shit. That bitch. So he pissed them off. I'm sorry, man. He pissed that unforgiving fucking genre off, which is fucking white women that love animals, dude.
But the difference is, though, he doesn't rely on them for his living, though. That's the only thing he has going for him is he doesn't rely on them. He relies on guys.
Hold on. We always got to pause to just look. Brooklyn, get the fuck out of the way. There we go. Don't look at that.
She stops the show in its tracks every morning. She works on the morning mashup, Nicole. Sirius Channel 1, I think.
All right, I guess my take on Vic, my friend.
It's a great take, and we should replay that all week long while we're not here.
How about we just replay it the rest of the day and just go home now?
No shit.
I like when Patrice first gets here. You're very manageable. You're still waking up.
I just was listening to.
Within 10 minutes, you'll just be out of your fucking mind with that
stuff,
with that laugh of yours and your commentary, and we're gonna love it.
Maybe I won't today.
Are you mellow today,
motherfucker?
Are you mellow today?
I'm not the boss of my emotions. I'm like, if I just fucking mellow out and just fucking hang back.
You can do that.
You think you're not capable of that?
I absolutely am.
Of just mellowing out?
I'll mellow out today. I'll just be mellow.
Oh no, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm not even planning on it.
Here we go. See, the voice is getting
I'm just saying. Here you go. You know.
Tiger Woods, brother. What's your take?
Yeah,
I'm asking everybody that we see for the first time since this thing broke.
Not a take.
It's a good take.
I've been consumed by it.
We all have.
I think it's a good thing.
Why?
I think it's a good thing for all men that this happened, that he did this. Because I've been preaching this for years, but that women have to talk about it. I mean, I know, Opie, you're not interested in threesomes and shit like that, but what women do have to understand is that we look. That's a part of our soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't bleed every month. We don't fucking sit down to pee. We don't pop babies out. The one thing that we suffer with is when we're committed, when we decide that we commit, and women should understand what commitment is. It's a commitment to us, not commitment to them. It's a commitment that I can be not a piece of shit one day in my life.
Yeah.
That it doesn't solve the problem of strange twat everywhere.
Yeah.
And what's good about the one thing that's good, there's many good things about it, is that now this happened at the highest level. He's almost a deity in terms of his stature, not his level, because because Kobe had a little bit of piece of shit in him. You could feel it.
Right.
You never felt like Tiger Woods had a little piece of shit in him.
That's
why this is a great story,
this is
right?
Beautiful, because you never. But see, I don't want him to be destroyed by this.
Oh my God, that's too late.
It's as long as he could just play golf, he'll get past it. But this opens up a world of women that thought there were men that, they classify motherfuckers who cheat as just these pieces of shit. But not only did the highest level human being and quote unquote fucking cheat, he was a piece of shit. That's what I like.
And
he
say
was
goodbye to Mellow Patrice.
Hunk of shit, fucking dirty, stinking ass bitches, and they all coming out the woodwork. These fucking traitorous whores, stinking, dirty, traitorous, dumb whores, right?
Yeah.
Who could have? First of all, how many women could Tiger Woods have? Exactly.
As many as
a ridiculous number.
Wants.
Infinity.
Right.
How many of these he really had? Four bitches? That means he loved them all. He's not a fucking...
He's up to 11.
He's up to 11.
He's up to 11.
Tiger Woods with 11 bitches is nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
That means it's at least 20. I think we
Let's
only...
say it's 100.
I think we only have 50% of the info right now.
Let's say it's
I think
100.
we're only half done with this shit.
Let's say we add another 90. That's only 2 estate for Tiger Woods, who can have them all and never has. He's getting strange pussy. That doesn't mean he doesn't love his kids or that crazy bitch, that fucking nanny who was passed around, by the way. And this is what listen.
She was a nanny for another golfer.
Yes,
on the PGA Tour.
That's what rich guys do. And here's where these stupid whores are fucking up. He could have, Tiger, been introducing, once you get into that certain status as a bitch, you get introduced to other dudes. Now, I'm not saying she was passed around as a whore. I'm saying Tiger was introduced to her through another dude.
Right.
Now, Tiger, these fucking other pieces of shit, especially that old raggedy bitch that's sitting there trying to hold on. You see this one? That 50-year-old mess?
Wait, what are you talking about?
One of them.
The Perkins waitress.
The Perkins waitress.
We love the Perkins waitress.
How dare she not have cold? How dare she not have cold? But anyway, Tiger could have introduced her to one of his shitty old white friends who thinks she's hot.
Yeah.
And possibly had a fucking marriage to a millionaire, as opposed to getting $150,000, $60,000 after taxes. Now she can't even be passed around through the billionaire club to meet because she's a disloyal cunt. Stupid bitch. Only one girl can be one. But it's not bad to be two. Imagine a girl that's number 2 in your life.
The one, and they're fighting over the number 2 position. They're all pissed off that Tiger has more than one number 2.
The second,
they already accepted the wife thing, but they want to be the main mistress, and now they're finding, no, fuck you, I'm just one of many. So now they're all pissed off at each other, and they all were convinced that Tiger. Some of these broads were convinced Tiger was going to leave his beautiful wife for them.
Tiger's a fucking. He is a novice to his heart, and this is what makes it fantastic. See, Kobe was different. Kobe was doing what he was supposed to do, fucking some skank. And here's another thing, Tiger, that he's a novice. You don't fuck a bitch who thinks she can be number 1. I cheat on my girl, it's with fat bitches that know what my girl look like and go, all right, I can't really, number 2 is good, even number 3, when they take a look at my bitch.
But Tiger's bitch. Beautiful. But this mess would have never came out. This one here, whoever this one is.
The Perkins waitress.
She's a waitress from
She would have never came out unless the one that thought she was going to be number 1, who Tiger was lying to and saying my marriage is no good, my wife is on me, blah 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 blah. And what would have happened is this one would have never came out. Because she was the one he should have been fucking. A little mess that was happy to just get Tiger's balls up on top of her fucking forehead. He gave her a couple of dollars, probably bought her something worth about 10 G's that she could just look at. Keep your fucking mouth shut. But at the same time, this is fantastic for all men. This puts bitches in a bad spot because there's no good men. None. And when I say no good, that's with 2 quote signs. I've been saying, look, I'm a decent motherfucker. Just because I want some side pussy, just because I want other pussy as opposed to yours, doesn't make me evil.
You know who's a decent man? Tiger Woods. Look, he's married. He's handsome, can have any girl he wants, and he's stuck with it. Oh, wait, what did he do?
Oops.
Oh, what did he do?
What did he do? Here's what he did. This chick right here is fucking slamming.
She's just a little...
Anthony's saving that one.
Oh, I had to pick her out of the paper and put her right next to me.
Yeah, you're saving that one.
He's a novice.
I would jack off to this picture right now, and I haven't jacked off to a picture with a girl with clothes on in quite some time.
Nobody should get married until they... until they have a couple of baby scares, AIDS scares. Fucking, you're sweating after no one should get married until you go, oh man, why did I do that? Why did I fucking do that? After you escape a lot of that kind of shit, then you get married. After you're done with that, I'm almost done with all that bullshit. Meaning in terms of, and when I say almost, let me get that right, because that could have been a bad soundbite. What I'm saying is, I'm probably gonna marry my bitch because I've been through all of that kind of goofy shit that he hasn't gone through because he was sitting there being a golf prodigy. But now, the way, like, see, because Kobe got some stinking little dirtbag on the side. Yeah. While he was healing from a foot injury, the filthy nurse was supposed to be sucking his dick and say, thank you, Copester. And that was supposed to be between her and her closest friend, if that's possible. But Kobe, this guy, Tiger, this is great news for men. If this doesn't bring men together, nothing will, in terms of an opportunity to say, sweetie, don't you understand? Look, I don't see Tiger as a bad guy now. I don't see him as evil. And no man should see him as a bad guy.
We were talking about that earlier, saying, if some pollster came to you and said, has your view of Tiger gone down any because of the... You're like, no.
I would say no.
No.
It wouldn't even.
I'm just amazed because of the image he had. Just amazed.
And he was
the image was squeaky clean, man.
Oh yeah.
A guy like this, Letterman did it perfectly. Because a punk-ass dude, you cannot account for a fucking pussy-ass dude trying to rat you out to your bitch, man. You can't account for that.
His wife?
He had it perfect. Perfect. Where he had his side bitch and an understanding with his wife.
Yep.
He used to bring her on trips and shit. And you go, come on, baby, you know the deal. And he was discreet. One side bitch that he can trust.
Yeah.
A replacement. It's an army. He had a fucking, he had a 3-star somebody, and he had a 2-star somebody.
Reinforcement.
Tiger, as the general, had all these privates next to him. Too many privates, too many low-level bitches who haven't been trained in the army, and they're running around, shooting each other, friendly fire, bullets. These dumb bitches.
It's
dumb. I'm so hurt. I'm telling you, man, I can't function because, and they're trying to take him down, and this country doesn't need Tiger Woods to be taken down a notch. Why are they constantly trying to take guys like, why take Tiger down? What does it do for anybody? It makes us lesser in the world. Tiger's an icon.
But how do you not take him down with how this came out?
You can't, because of the fervor in which they want to destroy Tiger.
People are bored with their life, and this is like a movie to them. They don't know him personally, so it's like watching a movie. You're like, oh, wait a minute. The movie took a weird turn. Look, the nice guy is all of a sudden a piece of shit. Oh, I hope this ends where he's a real piece of shit and he gets what's coming to him. But that's how people think. They don't
I wish
think
I had disposable money to if these guys, the Gatorade guys, right? I wish I had disposable money to just follow the Gatorade guy who made the fucking decision.
Oh, yeah, and see what he's into.
I guarantee somebody's licking his asshole in the Mayflower. It's just you,
all right, let's go
cocksucker.
Let's go to Lydia in Oceanside, our show therapist, I guess. Christ. Lydia, what's up?
Morning, boys. I've been listening to you guys talk about Tiger for a while, and I've really been thinking about it. I believe that Tiger could not keep the image up himself, because otherwise his wife would have never found out if unconsciously he didn't slip up somehow.
Which is some weird way of saying he wanted to be caught.
Yes.
No one.
See, Miss. No offense.
Want to be caught.
That's just such a vaginal thing to say. Like, I can't live in your world, but dude talk. There's two different talks. There's men talking, and then there's dude talk that you really don't have a clue. You've heard all these shows, the Tool Academy and this and that, who try to pretend to get women to understand what men are, but dudes are this, ma'am. We have no other vice in life. There's nothing to slow us up. No natural thing that slows us up, unless you get some kind of fucked up cancer or something, but you can't even count that. Because that's not there's things to slow you up, miss. There's things that make you need to be with one person, because you cannot move with us. Dudes want side pussy. He'd been fucking his wife for a long time, and we don't have the tools to fight young, delicious women that say, I want to fuck you bad. Patrice, I want to fuck you bad. No.
But he was
absolutely not.
He was fucking other broads right from the beginning with the marriage there.
He's a fuck.
Right from the beginning.
He wasn't ready to get married.
Well, if you believe what's coming out.
There's 3 sides of the story.
Sure.
So this guy, he has the girl that he envisions having his kids. He sees that. He got her pregnant. She's the person that's no longer, but this is what women gotta understand. Once you elevate past pussy, that makes you special. The thing that makes you like every other bitch is pussy.
So if he moves on to other pussy but keeps you as the mother of the children,
you're special.
That's more special.
Is that a good spot in the empire?
Here's the problem. It's the sex that's fucking everybody up. You know what? Like I said. Sorry, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Why did Tiger get caught? And by the way, please don't call me Ness. I would prefer that you call me Doctor or Lydia.
Whatever, bitch. Go ahead and finish your bullshit. Fuck out of here. Psychoanalyzing me, you motherfucker. I'm saying, just fucking, this is why women suck. Because you can't even exist in a world of hypothetical scenarios because it's too painful. Here's what I want you to do. No! You're not the boss of me. That's the problem with bitches. Living with their men. You're not my boss. I didn't come out of your vagina. I'm trying to get in it. I'm trying to go back to vagina. Yeah. Call me doctor, call me. No. How about call you fucking something else?
Call me Mr. Tim.
How about earn that? How about we develop a relationship where you earn something that I desire to do as opposed to tell me what this is your problem, ladies. This is why you're losing. This is why Tiger is in a position to fucking bump men up at least 165 notches in terms of gaining control of this bullshit.
So much for Mello Patrice.
Well, it just kills me, dude.
Yeah, all right, Lydia, what's your final thought here?
My final point is, how did Tiger get caught? How did that happen to him?
He's dumb.
He's taking, I mean, if you believe the cock pictures, he's fucking, taking pictures of his cock with his phone and sending it out.
He called his bitch. I don't leave messages.
He's calling
on my girlfriend's phone. She miscalls me. If she don't see the missed call, I don't go, hey, sweetie, this is your darling Patrice. I don't leave. You don't leave messages.
When he left that one going, hi, it's Tiger.
Hi, rah.
It's Golf Pro Tiger. Could you please get that message off, get your message off and just put it on? Because my wife, and then he goes into the details why. Because my wife found my phone and...
call me.
You know that bitch... That bitch heard that message and went, holy shit, this is $100,000. He just handed me.
Yeah.
He just handed me $100,000.
That's great.
With that voicemail. The fact is, Tiger never grew up. The guy never grew up.
That's right.
He fucking never grew up.
And luckily, his weirdness didn't turn into fucking Disneyland and monkeys. It turned into a whole bunch of pussy.
Right.
Right, doctor? A whole bunch of pussy. Tiger loves pussy, Doc.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that, as he should.
Yes.
I agree with you. He should have never gotten married. He should have gotten all the girls that he could till he was sick and tired.
But do you understand that are you married?
Yes, I am.
Do you understand that you're not your husband's wife because he loves you? You're his wife because he made a conscious decision, because society makes what men are such a piece of shit that if you're not married or whatever, that you do things to prove to yourself that you're a provider, which is another natural instinct ours. We feel good about buying things and doing things for people that make them happy. And we pick one girl that we think is in our corner that we want to make happy. And that's what you are to your husband. You're not anything special to him. It's a special move to himself to take care of you and make you happy. And that's why men get married. So all of this thing where you don't get married because that doesn't make a difference. If I marry my girl, it's because she went through a whole lot of shit, and marriage is a big stripe for a bitch, where it's like, if she's in your army for a long time, you go, damn, bitch, here's marriage. That upgrades you. Everybody wants a promotion.
Lydia, we gotta let you go.
Wow, yeah.
Thank you, Lydia. And
listen, let's get into this for a minute or two here. Bill from Waterford on the instant feedback. Patrice, how is golf not a sport? You compete against other players, and there are no judges involved.
No, you don't.
You physically exert yourself, and you need skill to hit the ball into the hole in the fewest amount of shots. That's Bill.
Then you got
Bill. Hold on. Then you get
stupid.
You get Smokezilla from Whackbag. Any event that you could participate in and be eligible to draw a Social Security check should not be a sport. Good call, Patrice.
Golf is not a. I was sitting there, and I've been listening to this argument that the sports guys have been having lately, trying to figure out who's more dominating at a sport than Tiger Woods. Is it right now? Is it Roger Federer?
Tennis dude, right?
Or was Michael Jordan the most dominant? Golf is not a sport. And I'm going to make it very simple, my argument. It is not allowed to be a sport unless there's defense.
That really sums it up.
Golf.
And that includes other sports.
I'm not saying it's not skill, but you have a very good skill that, thank God, your hobby can make you money.
A hobby.
Tiger Woods is the greatest hobbyist that ever played because it'll be a sport if somebody was actually coming out to try to prevent you from using your skill.
You know, you make a good point.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I grew up as a basketball player, and if there was no defense, I probably would have been the greatest NBA shooter of all time. All time.
Listen, golf is a mental game. Tiger's mentally better. He might be physically better, which gives him advantages to hitting it further.
He works out.
I'm not saying it's not a skill, but it's not a sport because can somebody stand there and go, "Hey, Woodsy. Hey, half cheeky black dude, what you doing? Tiger sucks." Boom, boom.
As soon as you do that,
thrown out.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, they throw you out. Sure.
You have to shush.
All right.
Yep.
What would make it a sport then?
If somebody came out and tried to
tackle him,
okay, ready? A guy was at the top of the hill. It was 10 seconds, right? Tiger, because you can take all the time you want to figure out your putt.
Oh yeah.
You get 15 seconds to hit the ball, and you go, all right, 15 seconds, click. Now you got a guy 15 seconds away that gets to run at you as fast as he can, and you have to concentrate and hit the ball in the little hole as this dude comes. And once you hit the ball, he can't hit you.
Oh, okay.
But if you're still doing the size up, and he's near you, you can bash him right in his face. Then it's a sport. Bicycling, not a sport. Skiing, not a sport.
They said bicycling sport in the office.
Oh, you did make a good point for that.
Type, because they run in teams, so some of them block, and there is a competition between people, so it's competitive in that way.
If it's defense involved.
There's defense involved because they do kind of run block for each other.
Ping pong is more of a sport than golf.
Because you have a guy that is trying to keep you from making your shots.
Bowling?
And keep the thing. Bowling.
If you had midgets holding the pins.
And they can lift them up.
And you can lift them up. If you had to learn.
How about a midget goalie? I mean, midgets lifting up the pins, that's just silly.
You got to hook that ball around them.
Just midget goalie in front.
To make it real.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what? You're right, Ope. I'm not even going to exaggerate this.
You can't exaggerate.
We're going to figure out how to make bowling and golf a sport. It's add some type of realistic
I got an idea.
defense.
Well, with golf,
I got an idea.
what about
with
landmines?
Well, that's dangerous.
Well, that's not realistic. That's death.
I got an idea with bowling.
Well, yeah. You don't want to die when you're doing a hobby.
All right. Involves the midget.
Puzzle.
Involves the midget.
Got the bowling.
Go ahead.
Involves a midget. I'm bowling. And this is legit. It could actually work.
Okay.
You have a red zone, a little square box that the midget must stay in the middle of the lane. Now, in order to get a strike, you really got to be good and hook it.
The skill
you gotta
level.
do that hook. You can't just sit there and roll straight on.
Hold on, but what about?
You can't just roll like you know how we
this
bowl.
This is legitimate.
Wait, the midget can't dive to the side?
No,
he's got to stay in the box.
Always stop, but it teaches
it's not
you.
really defense.
No, it is defense. It is.
You can't pull the lane away.
Well, wait, hockey. Wait a second.
There has to be some kind.
Yeah.
There has to be some kind of interaction.
You can't. There are hockey.
Yeah.
Because the puck is so small though, but the goalie has a workable space.
Right.
To do. Now, if you can get the ball past the midget in that zone.
In the zone.
No, I say he gets the whole lane. Back and forth. Back and forth.
Then let me tell you something. You're never getting
back and forth, not front to back.
Okay, you know what you do then? Widen the bowling alley to two sizes.
Yeah.
You widen you now double the size.
All right.
And maybe you chain the midget.
Dude, you need the midget zone because there's no way he sees it coming. He kicks it into the gutter every time.
But as soon as you figure out that
not
shot,
one guy that could get you
around. As soon as you figure out that shot where it curves over and he can't touch it, then he's not even playing defense anymore. There's nothing he can do.
You got to be. Let me tell you something. That's where the guy becomes an athlete and a competitor in a sport.
No, he just
bowling.
masters that one shot, and then there's no defense.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they got to hook it, and it doesn't quite hook like they want, as close to the gutter.
Opie, how can you have a skill where your practice doesn't involve competing against someone else to stop you from having your skill. Where your personal ability is the only thing you're going against. Your score is the only thing you're going against. Gymnastics, not a sport, because no one is trying to prevent. Now, football, you have even basketball, which I think is the maybe other than baseball, maybe hitting a small object at 100,000.
Does basketball really have defense? I mean, let's be honest.
I'm saying, here's the thing about basketball that makes it very difficult. It's almost as if you were juggling, and a guy was trying to take your juggle things out of your hand. So you had to juggle and back up and move while you're juggling. That's what dribbling a basketball is. So if you're dribbling a basketball, it's reverse juggling. A guy's trying to stop you from juggling. Can you imagine? Do you understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm not saying, that's why I believe Roger Federer is a better athlete, or he's more dominant in his thing than Tiger Woods. I'm not saying Tiger doesn't have a great skill.
Right.
But it's not a sport.
Not a sport. And I will now look at what they call sports a little differently.
Well, how do you make golf more interesting? We got division in the ball.
You add a 15-second.
Yeah.
I can stop you.
Can you add animals?
Well, no,
like crazy dogs that might run on the course and just grab your ball and run.
You can add distraction.
Yeah.
You can add like they're showing the Knicks game. Some dude, some 7-foot monster is trying to keep you from putting a ball in a small hole. Now, if somebody was trying to prevent Tiger from putting that ball in a small hole, it is now a sport.
Yep.
Simple as that. Skiing is not a sport. Swimming is not a sport.
How is skiing not a sport?
Because it's a skill.
What do you want? Linebackers on the side of the hill?
That when you're doing downhill
like
skiing,
80 miles an hour,
the guy should be able to bump you like football, bump you off your route. But if you can ski down a hill as fast as you can, which I'm not disrespecting what it takes to learn that.
Amazing.
But it's not a sport. It's a very physical hobby.
I like how he just writes it off as a hobby.
It's a hobby.
It's
like building models.
Right, hold on.
Physical hobby.
Let's go to Don in Jersey. Don, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
All right.
Just calling in to tell Patrice, there is a defense in golf. It's Mother Nature. Some days she gets mad and she gets Tiger's balls all wet, and some days she blows his balls all wet.
Let me tell you why that's not true. Yeah. They can choose to cut down every tree and build domes. You can play golf in a giant dome.
If you have to.
Stop.
And when they have lightning in the area, they shut down the game anyway.
It's not a sport.
They should make you. How about if they make you play in lightning? Does that make golf a sport?
No, because you can't depend on Mother Nature. That's just dumb.
Just throwing some things out there.
And look at that. And then that makes football, if that makes golf a sport, it makes football a quadruple sport. Because football, not only you deal with someone trying to punch your face off, but you also deal with the snow. You deal with frostbite.
All right, let's say hi to Mike in Cleveland. Mike, what's up?
You know what else might make it a sport?
Hold on.
You know what else might make it a sport? They all tee off at the same time, and the first person to get the ball in the hole. So now they're competing against each other.
Only if. I'll tell you what.
Hey, he's
Wait a
on
minute.
to something.
No. No, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I believe in this. Wait a minute.
And it's not even, it doesn't matter about your total score. It's how many shots per hole.
Ready?
You win that hole, you get a point.
Right.
Curling is more of a sport than golf. Curling. The thing where the guy takes the broom, sweeps, because he can remove your skill.
Even though at the time you're doing your thing, there's no opponents
to stop you. But there's something to prevent you from having your skill.
All right, you got a hole in your theory here because Bert in Philly writes, okay, so the following are sports according to Patrice. Pictionary, Monopoly, curling, chess, checkers, and foosball.
No. Ready? Okay, he think I thought of this.
All right.
Ass. Chess is, ready? Chess is your skill versus my skill, right? But your skill doesn't necessarily prevent my skill from happening. It's your skill is better. Golf it's my skill versus your skill.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could take, at one point, if I could make a decision other than my skill to take your king off the board and just throw it, then it's a sport. If I can smash your face into your pieces,
right?
Yeah.
Then it's a sport. Arm wrestling.
No one would ever win.
Arm wrestling is a sport.
But no one would.
Because it's your arm versus my arm,
Right.
and I am trying to
Wait. All right, I get that. But who wins in chess if you have that little move you could do? No one would ever win.
I think
you have to have a winner in a sport.
If I was bigger and faster, and I know how to play chess. See, Tiger might still be a great golfer because say physicality was brought into golf.
Yeah.
Tiger's faster, younger than, say, Fuzzy Zello or whatever. He punches Fuzzy Zello in the stomach and then golfs.
Right.
So it's not Tiger's fault that he is more of a physical specimen than Fuzzy Zello or somebody. But the fact is, there's no sport, and let's add something else: defense and age. There's no sport where a 20-year-old can compete with a 60-year-old.
True.
None.
You don't even have to sell me on this. And the chess thing, I got that figured out, how to make chess a sport.
Yeah.
Without any physical contact or flicking the various things.
Spiders?
Beforehand. Anytime. Spiders.
Spiders walking around the board, then you take the chance to move your piece or not?
You can't have animals or spiders.
I want animals in my sports.
It's got to be competition
Work the
between
animals
people.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Right.
The chess boards are totally changed now in professional chess. Here's how they work. Each little square, you sit there with a little keyboard that the other guy can't see, and you can program up to a certain amount of squares that at any time you want, they just go boing and pop a friggin' thing up. Now, you sit there, and you can do it when there's a pawn on there, if that is what you want to do, or wait and see if a better a piece gets on there, and then boing.
Someone else directly affects your strategy.
So then, no matter how good your skill is, if all of a sudden your queen, you put it on one of those squares, and boing, and now your queen's gone.
Dude, did I miss the pot party before this show today, by the way? This is all like pot talk.
No, it's not.
This is pot talk.
I am relating. Roger Federer. Federer is more dominant of an athlete in a real sport than Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is a great leisurely man.
Hobbyist.
Oh, he's a hobbyist.
He's the.
But Roger Federer is taking other grown men who have. Mm-hmm. He's taking a ball and hitting it 100 and whatever miles an hour at another person.
Yep.
And that person has to hit it back at him, and he hits, and he is better at this than this other guy. This other guy's stopping Roger Federer's skill from happening.
So Tiger's the king of activities.
The king of leisurely activities.
You know what else?
Activities.
You know what else between the golf and the football thing? With golf, Tiger Woods has had some bad outings. And people that aren't even professionals have done better than Tiger Woods has done. These are just people that work at the office. They come in, they golf, they decide they got to be good, but it's just your average schmo.
Mm-hmm.
You could never put on the gear, go into a professional, go play against a professional football team, and you would end up dead. You would end up dead.
Because
that
of the nature
too.
Of it.
Yeah.
Any sport that you could possibly challenge a professional at.
A professional.
I don't know how to ski, but I can go, you know what? I'm going to try to ski down a hill faster than you. And he can't stop me. So what if
you're in the game.
If something happens, right? Now, I cannot beat Kevin Garnett in the basketball game, no matter how much the gods are with me. If Kevin Garnett would have to be chained to a chair, and he still might beat me.
And he would have to have the flu.
And he would have to be sick. Maybe even rickets.
Shingles.
But I can say, Tiger, I'm going to go at you. And I'm going to hit this ball. And by the grace of God, it's possible I can get lucky enough to get a hole-in-one or birdie or whatever the stupid things are called.
Birdie.
And it's possible with luck that I can beat Tiger Woods' score.
Impossible. But what you're getting at is
improbable.
But what you're getting at is you actually are competing with him for the entire round or match.
Right.
In football, you're not competing for the whole game because
it's the first play.
By the first or second play, you're out.
Done.
Calling my mother.
How about this? How about this? The uniform you wear for your sport. If you could go out to dinner in that same uniform, it's not a sport. I'm going to add that one.
Dinner.
I'm moving on from the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, like a tennis player can't go out and just go out to a nice dinner in his little tennis shorts.
Oh, so the criteria now, no defense. What's the other one I said? There's another one. You can't wear your clothes. You can't be able to wear.
You can't wear the same clothes to dinner.
And you can't just play it with somebody.
You can't be a regular person right after. You have to be able to have to take a shower.
Right. And take off your jockstrap. Your sweaty jockstrap.
It was one other reason I forgot to.
Yeah, that there's no chance that you could actually play this game against the professionals.
Right. All right. Well, the phones are lit. They're going to add to this a little bit.
Yeah, a bunch of golfers.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, man.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
Wow! You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. The phone's lit. Let's see what Cleveland's all about today. What's up, Mike?
Hey, I got an argument for Patrice on that one. It's only a sport if it can kill you.
That's an argument that's kind of for what I'm saying. The possibility of dying during golf, again, is maybe hit you.
Yeah.
Or runs over your foot, your foot's infected. But
you get nailed by a golf ball in the temple.
Yeah, but that's just
a ball. It's like being shot.
I've never touched a golf ball. I'm not a hobbyist.
How about the lightning strikes?
That doesn't count. It's just not a sport. It's just not a sport. It's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Your number against my number, but it's not a sport. It's just not a sport.
All right, let's go to Greg. Greg, what's up?
Hey, morning, guys.
Good morning, Greg.
When I was in college, I developed full contact golf. It was probably the most fun we had when we weren't drinking on the golf course.
Well, how do you play?
All right, it's teams of 4. Each team has a designated hitter. That guy is the one who hits the ball. We kind of do what Anthony mentioned, where everybody starts off, you start off with 2 or 3 different teams. Everyone starts at the exact same time. Now, the other 3 guys on your team that are not your hitters are your blockers. They may not pick up the ball, but everything else is game. So you can block the other teammates into their putter, into other putters. You can block them and hold them over the hole while the other guy's trying to putt the ball into the hole.
What about when you're on? Yeah, but what about when you're on the fairway?
When you're on the fairway, you're pretty much just beating the crap out of your friends.
Are you getting in the way of the swinging of a golf club?
Jesus. You don't want to get in the way of the swinging of a golf club, but you yourself cannot hit the opposing team's putter. But you can push their own people into the putter. So while you're on the fairway, you're over there pushing a couple of guys, waiting for the guy just before he's about to swing. You start body checking his friends into the swing.
So you could check his friends into the swing.
That's a sport. That is a sport. And if Tiger was the best at that, I'll go Tiger Woods is better than Roger Federer if he continuously won at what this guy is saying.
Better at a sport.
And you don't get any 100-yard hits. You don't get someone who hits 200-300 yards except off the tee.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you're hitting it like maybe 10, 20 yards because you don't want a full swing. You're not trying to nail your friends with a golf club. And that is fun.
You guys are nuts.
That's fun.
All right, thanks, sir. Let's go to Jimmy in Massachusetts. Jimmy, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, Jimmy.
Let's go back to the chess situation where you say you need defense in the sport, right?
Yes, sir.
And you say, oh, well, if I reach across the table, grab your face and smash it into the chessboard.
Okay.
That's a defensive play. Take, say you put my king in check, though.
Mm-hmm.
I now have to make a defensive play and block that check.
Yeah, I think you're talking chess might have to be a sport there, Patrice.
You know what? And I'm not married.
There is a defense. I was playing chess this weekend, matter of fact. I was doing a lot of defensive moves.
I'm not married to making things not a sport. If you can sell. Now, if you considering that chess has an official defense, like your skill is affected by somebody else, like you can't have your skill if somebody's not trying to stop you. That's all I'm saying. So if you agree that chess will stop, that other person's skill can stop yours, then it's a sport.
Why don't we add another rule? Like if you have a high IQ playing this sport, it's not a sport.
All right, take downhill skiing, racing or whatever. My offense is I'm going to get in front of you. My defense is I'm going to stay in front of you. I'm not going to let you pass me.
Wrong. That's not defense.
How is that? That's defense.
That's not defense. I'll give you chess. Skiing. That's part of the skill, but you can't really affect how fast I'm going. I'm going downhill with you. You can't touch me. You can't do anything. It's the fact that I'm faster on skis than you, which is not a sport. That's my skill is better than your skill. I have mastered my hobby.
All right.
I'm not buying the chess one either.
All right.
I don't think I want to say chess either.
You know why? It's
defense.
It's defense, but once removed. It's not defense against you directly. It's defense once removed to the pieces of the game.
You're adjusting to that guy's move with his skill. You're adjusting, but you're not affecting what he's doing.
Let's go to Matt in Queens. Matt, what's
I'm
up?
not buying it.
So check now.
No, I'm saying no.
I take it back. Sorry, dude. You
all right?
Had me.
Let's go to Matt in Queens. Matt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Miniature golf. You got that windmill blocking the ball.
Yeah, there you go. Miniature golf is now a sport, Patrice.
You know what?
Mechanical defenses, though.
If you have obstacles,
they got to be. They can't be man-made. They got to be human.
It's not. Thank you, Opie.
It's got to be something that's living and breathing.
Hurdles, the 20-meter hurdles, not a sport.
That's in your way.
In your way, no. Detours, no. Yep. That doesn't make it a sport.
Doesn't matter. Track and field, no.
All right,
NASCAR, not a sport.
What? Now you're going to get people crazy.
But
now you're going to get people crazy.
It is absolutely illegal in race car driving to affect by actually these guys getting to fight. I see it on ESPN. Dude, you clip me. It's illegal to do these things, man.
No, you're allowed to do a little bumping.
No, you're not.
They bump.
It's accepted.
You're going to get beat up for it.
Smoking weed in Holland or drinking liquor in a bag here. It's accepted, but it's not legal to touch a man's car while he's driving 200 miles an hour.
Absolutely a sport.
Absolutely.
You got team members on the track helping you out, blocking other drivers.
I don't see it as a sport, though, because
it's like bicycling.
It's a car.
It's my foot is heavier than your foot, and I'm driving around. It's a skill.
It's transportation.
Listen, everybody. If
you just dumb down NASCAR to a heavy foot,
it's a skill.
Are you insane?
It's a hobby.
You know how many rednecks listen to us, Patrice?
Listen, I'm saying it's a skill. They should be happy with that.
Very skill.
I'm not saying you're a bum if you drive a car 200 miles an hour, but I'm saying it's not a sport. You can't. Now, look, if crashing your car against the side of the wall was part of the rules, then it's a sport.
All right.
If I can stop you.
Too. I could drive a couple of 100 miles an hour. I could do it. I could do it today.
Right now.
It has nothing to do with...
You would die in a fiery car crash.
In a broken down sons of bitches in a car that could do just as well as a guy that is good at the sport.
And I'll tell you, here it is.
Doesn't fit
I remember
criteria.
It was an age thing.
Yeah.
It's not a sport if at 45 you can decide to take it up.
Right.
I was reading about this old NASCAR driver over the weekend. Yeah. He's going to be, 70, 72?
Oh,
and he's,
Jesus. Stop.
Not allowed.
Stop.
Yeah,
not allowed.
Look it up. It was in the paper on Sunday.
Skill, finesse, all that is there. But sport, I never thought of NASCAR as being a sport.
How about Dave in Philly? Dave, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Listening to us on WYSP. What's up, Dave?
Patrice, you couldn't be more wrong, especially about swimming. Swimming requires mental toughness, unbelievable physical endurance.
Yes.
My son is a state champion swimmer in the state of Pennsylvania.
Great for him.
I dare you to get in the pool with him.
I would never beat your son.
Patrice,
but that little sissy is not doing a sport. He is swimming against his own self, meaning that no one can take your son's head and dunk it as he's doing his little breaststroke.
I like the Opie Animal idea for this one.
Thank you. It's the obvious. How about you throw sharks in the pool? Is it now a sport?
It has to be
You're
something.
swimming faster and you're trying to avoid the sharks?
Wait a minute. Now, water
How
polo
about a giant
is a
octopus?
sport.
That's a sport.
If your son played water polo, sir, he's an athlete.
Wait,
he is an athlete anyway, but he's not competing in a sport.
The only sports that you're picking on are sports that black guys suck at.
It's not my fault. Maybe that's why they invented those sports, so you can have something to do.
Okay, yeah.
Because your son is a swimmer, you're angry because he can't compete with those big giant N-words that will smash his dumb little butterfly. I'm gonna tell you, something is not a sport if you have the term butterfly in it.
I think he's right, Patrice. You people can't swim.
We can't swim, but that's not true. We play hockey now, and you let us in there. Our ankles are stronger.
That's true, I know.
And he's only a state champion for Pennsylvania.
Oh, my God.
How does he do against Florida?
Come on, man, dude. your son is physically gifted, maybe, and he's probably good at it. He's probably skillful at it, but he's not in a sport. How fast he swims, no one can affect how fast he swims. So he's not in a sport.
All right.
Absolutely wrong.
All right, thank you, Dave. How are they affected?
Because when he is in a competition and he's swimming, the guy in the lane next to him, even though there is a lane line in between them, can go over to that lane line and cause turbulence. Meaning going into his lane.
Shut up.
That's just people cause turbulence when they swim. It's something you got to get over, but it's not.
Wow.
Now
I don't see it used much. Yeah.
All right, Dave. Thank you. Man, you're firing up some people today.
Because
and the shark, by the way, is too obvious. I say big octopus.
That'd be scary. Imagine you're just ready to touch the winning, the edge of the pool, and an octopus grabs your foot.
Grabs your foot and pulls you backwards a little
bit. Did he win his argument? Is swimming still not a sport?
It's not a sport.
Thank you.
How about this?
Well, following the Patrice rules, no, it's not.
I could turn anything into a sport that isn't a sport. Here it is. Swimming. You go to the one end, you do that cool little flip move, and then you got to swim back, right?
Yes.
Whoever hits that first thing, there's a button there. You hit it, every other lane now has a current going in the opposite direction based on the fact that you got to the other side first.
Nope, that's just like hurdles.
But you were the one that did it.
Another person.
Yeah, I got to the end first.
What if you have your opponent works a wave machine?
As you're trying to do it.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's figure this out. So he has a wave machine. But he has to.
And it's important how
it has to be
fast
physically exerting to him.
Right.
So.
Oh, now it's completely a sport.
So, but. The only person that works the wave machine is the other swimmer.
Right.
So you're trying to.
If he wears himself out, he's going to suck at swimming.
Exactly.
So he's got to balance. It's a fine balance. Then now that's a sport.
I'll go with that.
That's a sport.
That's a sport.
All
now.
right.
God, people are just waking up, tuning in, going, did these guys smoke pot before their show today?
This is a legitimate argument.
Hot talk.
And you know where this comes from? It comes from people, again, if you didn't listen, Roger Federer, who's more dominant in their sport?
Mm-hmm.
Roger Federer or Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods is dominant in his hobby. Roger Federer is dominant in a sport.
Here's another one. If you have a lint brush in your equipment bags, can't talk today. It's not a sport.
Brush.
If you can wear a sweater vest,
right.
If you can wear a wife beater sweater,
if you can wear your same clothes to a christening,
if you don't have to take a shower afterwards, yeah. Swimming, you're already clean. He'll call back and go, dude, you dumb Negro, it's chlorine.
You know, the eyes can burn.
You can swim in a freshwater lake.
The guy never got. Yeah, we can all do it.
If after you complete your sport, you can jump in your car and go to a wedding without changing. That's not a sport.
How disappointed was that guy once he found out his son is not an athlete?
We can all, obviously, we wouldn't beat his son.
Of course
swimming,
not.
But I could do it. I could jump in the pool. I could swim to one end. I could swim to the other.
Let's go to Sonny. Sonny.
Hey, guys, how the hell can Patrice turn around and say that skiing is not a sport? Is it because Muhammad Ali's? I mean, I'm starting to agree from that guy from Cleveland that because black people don't participate in all these sports.
Ready? Hold up, sir. I hear your point. Here's the Kramer situation.
Mm-hmm.
I made them mad enough to start going racial.
Right.
Great points.
No.
And if you can name a sport that black people don't, wait a minute, ready? I'll turn this I'll destroy the racial thing.
All right.
Listen.
The 100-meter dash is not a sport.
Black people.
Black people.
Right.
Sports. All right, with the agony of defeat guy rolling down that mountain on his skis.
He got defeated in his hobby. He slipped.
If he got tripped and it was part of the...
Yes. Thank you, sir. Do you see where I'm going? Now...
If you could trip skiers, then it's a sport.
Sir, those old fast-running Negroes, I don't think Jesse Owens was doing a sport.
Right.
Jesse Owens wasn't... Javelin throwing is not a sport.
Yeah, he's beating up his own people there, Sonny.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not a racial thing.
He's saying track and field, all track and field, just about, right? I'm trying to think real fast. Yeah, track and field in general is not a sport.
It's athletic. It's an amazing skill. You're fast and running, but it's not a sport.
You cannot put skiing in the...
Yes,
skiing is absolutely in there.
Yes.
Tons of people get killed.
Where's the defense?
Tons of people get killed by the obstacles, and the obstacles are dangerous. I didn't say it wasn't dangerous. It is not a sport because me going down a hill is not affected by another person pushing me, hitting me, or touching me, so I can do it freely. And if I suck too bad and I can't miss a tree, that doesn't make me a
all right, listen, Patrice. Hold on, just to get everyone on the same page, because people are just tuning in for the first time. Basically, Patrice said you need some type of defense to make it a sport.
Defense.
That's what we're getting at. So, with skiing, let's say.
Where's the defense?
Let's say defense is a guy with a blowtorch just messing up the course a little bit. Would that be good enough?
Doing something.
Where next thing you know, you're flying down a mountain and you hit like a patch of grass or dirt.
Ready?
That would affect your performance.
We're both going down.
Okay.
And I know. Okay? You know what? What makes skiing a sport? Any James Bond movie where they're skiing down and this dude,
and he can do a smoke screen.
He's next to you and he's poking you with those sticks.
Right.
He's kicking you in your face.
Now
and
that's
you
hard.
fall and you win. Because put it this way, if you're better than me and I can beat you by stopping you from being better than me, by doing something that counteracts your ability.
People are mistaking difficulty, skill. They're mistaking that for what you're saying.
Why is that not acceptable? It's skillful.
Right.
It's just not a sport.
You're not putting down the fact that it's not a skillful thing that takes years of training to get good at, and not everybody can be very good at it. But it's another thing that people do for recreation.
I'm not diminishing the skill.
They strap skis on, go to the mountains, and a lot of people are very good. And they ski, and then they go to the lodge, have a few hot toddies. You never see people, like I said, putting on the helmet, the shoulder pads, getting out there, professional football team, and getting slaughtered.
Right. Even flag football. Nobody's getting touched. But for me to be able to run and keep you from grabbing my towel outside of my pants.
It's competing with a person.
It's a sport.
You're competing with a person.
And if it's accepted that you could drink while you do it, it's not a sport.
That's
bowling too,
not.
Bowling
Thank you very much.
But with golf, because this started with Tiger Woods, what about blindside tackling? What about you're officially against Tiger Woods?
Right.
And your whole job as he's playing is to like kind of blend in with the crowd and then make your move and do your blindside tackle.
Opie, you just made golf a sport. Strategically. Now, what that guy is an awful kind of pressure.
Right.
So Tiger's looking over his shoulder.
Looking around, wondering where the blindside tackle's coming
maybe
from.
You get 5, you call it surprises during golf.
Right.
Where 5 times your opponent.
Some guy in the gallery.
Strategically.
That's what I mean.
Some guy just standing in the gallery that's supposed to be one of those claps after the shot guys. And at any hole, this guy could be there and just run out and tackle you.
And like football, they have the Motorola things, and the guy upstairs, and he goes, just like a football, like, what's the thing?
John
Make
Madden
a challenge?
Yeah.
Somebody's upstairs going, okay, all right, he's good. Now, send him now. Wow!
Each golfer has 5 of these guys somewhere on the course.
He would be petrified every hole.
Your mind.
How could you tee off? How could you just...
And you can't, there's no home field advantage in golf because no one can talk, no one can go Tiger. No fans of Payne Stewart. I think Payne Stewart died, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Hold on really fast.
No fans of him can affect.
Patrice.
You can't even say Tiger sucks.
Yeah, let me throw that in there.
Yeah.
It's not a sport if you're a viewer or whatever and you're not allowed to cheer and yell and
cheer
scream.
or root for your favorite
during
guy.
the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. During game
You
play.
can't have
During
concentration during a sport.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just tennis.
Yeah, tennis. They
No.
make you
Wait
shut
a minute,
the hell
though.
up.
Wait a minute.
Good point, Dan.
We're talking aspects, Dan. Tennis is a sport because I'm trying to stop you. That is a sport. So we can do that with no audience.
Right.
You can play football with no audience. But I'm saying that football, dude, you're dealing also with people yelling. You're dealing with this guy calling you stupid. Negroes don't play. Now, I got to deal with that as I'm trying to smash somebody in their face or they're trying to hit me in my face.
Yeah.
That's a sport. But golf,
All right.
Kill that squirrel.
Hold on, we got a couple more calls, then we're going to move on here. Joe in Jersey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey.
I agree with Patrice to an extent. And the whole thing is, a sport is something where you compete against another team. Teams have a lot to do with it. You know, if I can't score more than you, it's not a sport.
Thank you. Well, no, because golf you can score more than me. You can score.
Yeah, but you know what? I should be able to shoot ahead of you then, and if you get up to my hole and you can pass me, then you could tackle me and stop me from making a putt.
There's plenty of ways to make it a sport.
Yeah. Let's go to Chris in Pittsburgh. Chris, he knows how to make skiing a sport. Go ahead, Chris.
Patrice, I think the only way you'd be able to make skiing a sport, let's say that Anthony is the skier. You stand on the hillside with a hose and spray him as he tries to get down the hill.
Yes, and,
all right, that's
and
good.
I have to be the skier.
Right.
I have to then ski.
Yeah, you can't have a designated hose guy.
And it has to be strategic.
The hoser.
It has to be a strategic time where I can use the hose.
Can we sell this to ESPN? We're coming up with a great show, man. Are you kidding me?
Let me tell you something.
Can you imagine if we...
Should I...
Huh?
Even open my mouth about this today, because this is a show.
This is so a show.
This is a show, and I was.
You get people to
real sports.
Hold on, you get people to sign away their lives, and you play golf our way, the Opie and Anthony and Patrice way, where you got 5 guys on your team somewhere ready to blindside you. Blindside tackles.
Oh, I'm telling you, I was sitting there going, should I say? Because who wouldn't watch? It's like, okay.
Who wouldn't watch a downhill skier and you don't know where that...
We make them a sport.
The fire hose is coming
The fire
from.
hose guy is.
Fire hose guy.
Oh, God, I'm so pissed.
Just knocks him off his feet.
Who wouldn't watch that? Who wouldn't watch that? Who would watch golf every Sunday if you knew at any given time there was going to be
someone's going to come running out and just blindside him?
Kind of like the new Tiger Woods commercial where he tackles the dude.
There you go.
Imagine if you get to see that during the actual sport or the competition, whatever.
And Open, did you see that they made a big deal out of that Tiger tackled the dude?
Yeah.
Because Tiger innately knows he's not doing a sport. So, but he's athletic. So when he did that, they was like, hey man, Tiger.
He was showing that he is an athlete.
Hey dude, you got to be careful. They got stuntmen for that. And Tiger's like, I can do that.
Right.
Did you see how upset, and I think it was the first Jackass or one of them, that the golfers got when they blew off those air horns in the bushes? They'd hide in the bushes, wait for these guys to tee off, and blow the air horn. Hey, now.
Yep.
Should be able to do that.
Opie.
All right.
That's good.
We start with golf, we'll end with golf. Here's Ken. Ken, what's up?
Hey, fellas.
Hey, man. What's up?
I think Patrice is absolutely right. It is an acquired skill. It is not a sport. Anything like bocce, darts, bowling that you can play while drinking a scotch and having a cigar is definitely not a sport. It's an acquired skill.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Anything you can play at a nudist camp is not a sport.
Billiards could possibly, under my rules, could possibly maybe be a sport. That's kind of like chess.
But it's kind of like a chess one. You're through second generation of defense. You're not physically your body defending.
but you're putting balls
Obstacle.
in position.
It's not a sport if it's just obstacles.
Right.
Okay.
But we've all
somebody has
played extreme pool. Who hasn't played extreme pool where you're allowed to shoot at the guy who's trying to shoot?
Oh,
you get a little drunk and it becomes
the
a whole
balls are
new
launching
thing.
off the table.
Oh, yeah, it's smacking into each other full speed. What?
That idea.
I love your idea.
Oh, yeah.
No, just kidding. He's doing nothing. Get him in there right now and
pitch it.
And pitch it.
Get him to pitch it.